All right, so the only thing that I have on my face right now is, I actually just washed it. I only have moisturizer on. So some of the things that I was missing, I took some products that I already had, but haven't actually used. So some of them are from past Birchboxes and Ipsies or whatever. So I'm gonna start today by using the Smashbox Primer Water. I actually don't think I've ever used this ever before, and I've had it for a long time, so let's try it. Oh, that smells really good. Oh, it feels so good. It's really hot in here, so that just felt really, really good. So it feels very wet though. I don't know if I applied too much. Oh no, it's drying quickly. So I may have to use that. That's actually really nice. It dried like instantly and it looks kind of like I'm glowing a little. Or I always say this, but maybe it's just because my lights are so bright. It's so hard for me to actually see what's on my camera. The next product I'm gonna be using, I've lied guys. I have used this before because I needed a winter shade and I had to wear makeup for one of my previous videos. So I have used this, but I'm still gonna use it again and count it as my first impression because I can fake it, okay? I mean, just now. I just decided just now I love it. No, I really love this stuff. This stuff is so great. I need it in between winter and summer shades, so this is awesome. Obviously, I'm using my beauty blender. I don't have a new item to use for this. I promise this is a first impressions video. Just the first few all happen to not be. All right, so now that that's all blended out, I am going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light to Medium Honey. I did swatch this on my hand for you guys. If you watched my makeup haul, that's where the majority of these new products are from, and it felt really nice. So I'm going to do it now a little bit more, because I did only do it on my hand before. I can tell, I'm not just saying this because Jaclyn Hill loves this product. I'm really gonna love this concealer. I'm just looking in my mirror right now and it's not creasing. It doesn't look like chunky. Probably not the best description word, sorry. But wow, that just brightened up my whole face. Oh my gosh. And I've got a lot of blemishes right now, so this is a good test to see how well this covers. Ooh, I like that a lot. Yep, that's a really good one. They also have them in medium shades, which I want to get because they are technically contour concealers. So you're supposed to be able to get a lighter shade and then a darker one and be able to use that as your contour, and it's just supposed to blend seamlessly. All right, now I'm gonna be extra careful not to drop this product. I've been dying to try this product. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pressed Powder. It's a micro finishing powder and it's in the shade medium, the number 2. So I'm also gonna be using my Morphe E41 brush. This is my newest brush. I'm so excited about this too because I lightly patted this on my face and it feels awesome. So the two of these combined, it's gonna be magic. Ready? This is so gorgeous. And I hate being like this, but this powder is so expensive and it's so small and I don't want to, I want this to last forever. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm really hoping I don't love this product, because then I'm gonna have to keep buying it, and that's just not a good thing. Oh my god, it's... Okay, it's perfect. It's exactly as every friggin' YouTuber said it would be. Oh my god, I'm like... I'm trying not to keep laughing at myself, but this is ridiculous. This is just as good as everybody said it was. I don't know how either. I love the Makeup Forever HD finishing powder, but this is like, feels like a second skin. It's going on perfectly. This brush is awesome too. Can't forget the brush. Oh my god, this might be my favorite thing. Just doing this all day. This is all I'm gonna do. So now I'm gonna have a new addiction. It's gonna be an expensive one. Probably gonna be your addiction too if you go out and buy this, so just fair warning. And it matches perfectly. That medium shade is absolutely perfect. So before I do my bronzer, I am gonna move on to my eyeshadow palette. I'm not gonna use a primer because this is just for the purposes of showing you guys using my new brushes and also using the new MAC Fix Plus spray that I got that Jaclyn Hill does. And she says you have to spray your brushes and you'll never not do it again. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use these 3 new shadow brushes. I have a Colourpop shadow brush, I have the Morphe G13, and I have the flat liner brush, the Morphe M432. These are the ones that I'm gonna be using with the new Morphe Bronze Mocha palette. This I've been dying to use. It is so gorgeous. I have nothing like this palette, and I think that's why I'm so excited about it, because it's all brown. Boring brown, but the color that I absolutely love too, so because I'm boring. I like boring shades. Oh, I can't forget. Okay, so I'm going to use my MAC spray on my brush first. This stuff I bet is gonna be great too. Here I am trying to get all the particles as they're flying through the air so I don't have to spray it twice. God, I sound horrible. Okay, still gonna do it again? No. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did touch like 2 of these colors because they were so pretty and I had to see it like right after I filmed the haul. So see, I'm terrible. I shouldn't even do first impressions because I just can't help myself. Okay, so I'm going to try the shade that I already tried because it's the 3rd row down, and it's also, you know what, no, I'll skip that one. I'll do the very middle shade, 3rd one down, 3rd one in from the left, and I'm using the Colourpop shadow brush. So this is just gonna be a shade that it's just so sparkly and fun, and normally I do a matte shade first, but I really want to do a shimmery shade because I have not put this on my lids yet. Ooh. All right, so you can definitely tell the spray helps a lot, just like she said, just like she said it would. It's definitely going on thicker. It feels more like a creamier eyeshadow than normal, which is nice because it looks like it's eliminating all the fallout. I'm tapping it just a little bit, but it's really nice to have eyeshadows that don't create a lot of fallout, because that can be really messy and obnoxious if you've already done your entire face makeup. So I just did that shade on both lids, and it's really pretty. I don't know what happened. It's like half bronze, and then it's kind of got like a red hue to it, which is really gorgeous. It looks like it kind of faded from one into the other on its own, which is kind of crazy. So I'm going to now take the Morphe G13 brush, and I'm going to spray it again. It's definitely making a difference with the shimmer shades because I'm looking here and on the mirror, and they definitely show up a lot better than they have in the past, because I had no idea. And sometimes you'd get a really good palette with really nice shimmer shades, and then when you put them on, they don't show up as shimmery, but this is definitely doing the job. So there you go. Jaclyn Hill, killing it. So I'm just doing the very outside corner, kind of blending it upwards just a little bit, and I don't know what's going on. I'm making a total mess right now. One is going up this way, one's going just like out, so I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry if I sound crazy, guys. It's finals week for me, so I'm loopy. All right, so I'm definitely in love with this palette. If you guys can tell, like the shimmery shades are showing up gorgeously. That spray is actually really amazing. I've never had anything like this, so that's really awesome. They just look so much better. So now I am gonna use the Morphe M432 brush. This is the flat liner brush, and I'm gonna just grab, so I'm gonna go 4 rows down, and I'm gonna grab the first shade right there. It's just a matte brown. I just want something with this brush that'll make a good liner shade. And I got this brush specifically to do bottom liner, just to create a little bit of a shadow. It'll be great to do some smoky looks. Perfect, because it's pretty dense, so it'll create that really straight line, and then if I want to rub it in a little bit and make it a little bit more smudged looking, I love that brush. For some reason, out of all the brushes I have, I don't have a flat liner brush, so there you go. This is another one that I've got to be so careful with, because if I drop it, I'm going to cry. I said that in my haul video, and I haven't touched this since. So no, and I will use this because I'm so excited, but I just wanted to wait for this video to come out. This is the Marc Jacobs set. It's the new coconut milk collection. This is the Perfect Tan Omega bronzer, and this is the bronze brush that goes with it. I think for my haul video, I only swatched it a little bit on my fingers, so I haven't actually applied this to my face yet. So I'm very excited about it. First of all, look at this. This is the shade. Sorry about the mirror, but the mirror is gorgeous too. And this is just supposed to be a universal bronze shade. Oh, I'm so sad getting this beautifully crisp white brush, all brown. But it's a very beautiful brown, so. Oh my god. All right, this might tie with the Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I don't generally put bronzer all over my face like this, unless I'm really feeling like I need the tan, but this is supposed to be the perfect universal tan. That's why I'm trying to get that just so we can review it and see what it, you know, if it lives up to the expectations, which I think it does. This brush is amazing too. I'm not gonna say it's an overpriced brush because it's Marc Jacobs and I love Marc Jacobs, so I'm not gonna say that, but you definitely don't need this brush. I mean, the Morphe brush that I just used is essentially the same thing. This one's a little bit thinner, but it feels the same. All right, so I hope you guys can tell on camera. I know I'm just going crazy with this brush now because I love it. That is pretty amazing because if I did this with my Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer, which is generally the bronzer that I use on a daily basis and I have for years now, it's definitely a favorite of mine. If I did this being this shade, I'm pretty light right now considering it was just winter, so this is not at all the time of year that I should be putting Sun Bunny all over my face. If I did do that with this, it would definitely look a lot darker. Now that I can't exactly say that this is a perfect match to me right now, but the formula is incredible. And with summer coming up and I do get much darker than I am now, I think that this is gonna be awesome for summer for sure. It's definitely a little dark for me right now. I can see in the mirror as well. But what's nice about this bronzer is it's not orange at all, and that's huge. All right, so before I do my highlighter, I do have this set of blushes that was actually still brand new. I have never used these. These were from a Birchbox. These are the City Color Be Matte blushes. And so there's a bunch of blushes. I actually have tried this brand's highlighters and they're really beautiful. So I figured that this would be a good one to try for this first impressions video. I don't know, I'm really like curious to what this purple blush looks like. And because it's a first impressions video, why not? Let's try it. So I'm using this crown brush. This is, I believe this is a blush brush. This is actually from a past Birchbox as well. So I'm gonna just try this. I wanna see if this comes out actually purple looking. All right, so I don't know if it's the brush or the product, or it could be me. I'm not gonna deny, it could be my fault. But it looks like it's coming on pretty pigmented, at least for me. I mean, I'm so subtle with my blush. Like, I want absolutely no one to know I'm wearing blush, but that's just how I am. So this is pretty pigmented, but I'm surprised the purple is actually really pretty. I never would have guessed. I'm so glad I tried that one actually, because I was not gonna go for that purple, but it's definitely interesting. It doesn't look purpley either. Sorry, I didn't mean to use my middle finger. It doesn't really look purpley, but when you know that it's purple and you look at it, you can definitely tell it's got that purple hue to it. So yeah, that's actually pretty, very pretty. Now, to use this new highlighter, I do not have an unused brush for this specifically. I am going to be using my Sephora Pro Contour brush number 79. I've used this in the past. It is a contour brush, but I love it for highlighters. I'm going to be using one of my highlighters from my cannoli set that was in my haul video. So this highlighter is kind of a mixture. You can see it's got kind of like a camouflage look to it. It's got a mixture of brown, gold, pink, you know, probably the white gold, I'm assuming, like some of the others were. So I'm going to give this a try. I know I swatched this for you guys, but I have not actually used this yet. This will be a true first impression, guys. The only thing I'm a little unsure about is I love this consistency, because look at how bright it comes out, but it's not really coming out on my brush. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, well, never mind. Let's try it. It's so sparkly. Oh my gosh. All right, so this definitely matches that purple blush theme that I had going on, because this is not a typical highlighter at all. It's so like sparkly. It's not just like shiny, it's like sparkly too. So that is definitely something to note about this specific highlighter. I have not tried the other ones since, because I wasn't sure which one I was gonna use in this video. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of highlight. And it is so sparkly. God, I look like I don't even know what I'm doing with my makeup. Wow, but it's like, you know what this reminds me of? If you guys have seen it, the new Milk Makeup holographic. It's like that purpley highlighter that they came out with, and it's a stick. I do not have that, but I've actually played with it in the store. And this is kind of giving me that same kind of feel, because it looks purpley to me, at least on my mirror. And it's, as soon as I turn my face into the light, it like instantly like lights up. So that's kind of crazy. Colourpop is continuing to surprise me. I so far love the company, such high quality for such a great price, so I'm loving this. This is actually like really fun, not gonna lie. I'm gonna just go back and forth. I'm gonna go get like whiplash. Now I am going to set my face because I have this new Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I did try this in my haul video, but I could not really tell until I actually saw this fall onto my hand and could look directly at it. I couldn't tell for some reason in the mirror how sparkly this actually was, and it's pretty illuminating, I'm not gonna lie. So if you don't want this sparkly, I know they make a matte setting spray also, and I would recommend Cover FX always because it's such a great brand. What's so funny is spraying this, it doesn't feel like a lot comes out, and oh my gosh, whoa, that actually, I just held this up and that highlighter is crazy. Oh, I just ingested the spray. It's definitely illuminating, which I don't love at this time of year just because I'm not very tan yet, and I think that I'm gonna like it a lot more once I'm tan and I want that little bit of glitter, that summer glow. I think that it will be perfect, but as of right now, I would not do this much highlighter or this spray. Now I'm also gonna try another new Morphe brush. This is the Morphe E38. It's the angled liner, very thin brush. And then I'm also gonna try my new Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Swerve. So I've actually never used a gel liner pot before like this. The only gel liner that I actually have is the Benefit liner. So this is a first for me. It's coming out a little chunky. So I've never done this. I'm just gonna try a little bit. Plus I definitely love this brush. This angle is so nice. Can you guys see the difference? Yeah, a little bit. And this formula is crazy. This is so new to me. I really like the consistency of this because using liquid liners, that's what I most frequently use on my top lid, next to my top lashes. So it's very thick, it's very pigmented. This is kind of nice because it still gives me that black shade, but it's a lot more subtle, and I feel like this is gonna be great for smoky eyes because then I can take a smudger brush after I do this and I can smudge it out. That's actually really nice. I like this. I have to see if Colourpop has more. Oh god, I already did a huge haul. I've got to stay away from the internet for a long time. This is the little sample. So I've actually used all the mascaras that I currently have. This one I have not. This is actually a MAC. It's called the MAC False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara. This came as a sample with the MAC spray that I showed you earlier. So this is the only mascara that I haven't used yet, so I do want to try this because I've never used another MAC product. It's not clumpy. I mean, I definitely need to curl my lashes before I apply mascara, but what I like too is it's not that super, super dark black, like very black mascara. It's a little bit more subtle. Last but not least, we are gonna finish today with two more Colourpop products. They're both Colourpop lippy sticks. The first one is the primer, and then the second one is a shade. I don't know, I can't remember now if I actually put one of these on. I think when I took these out, I think I just swatched this shade. I didn't actually put it on. So now I'm gonna put it on. This is the shade Skimpy, and it says it's a glossy lippy stick. So apart from my makeup, kind of looking like a hot mess from this first impressions video. Sorry guys, I'm like crazy today. I love this. It's like a little pinky, but it's very nude and the consistency is awesome. It's not too thick. It feels like a lip crayon, but it's like softer. So there is my first impressions. My first impressions of these and the first impressions for the channel. And I did my full face. And although I don't think I will wear this combination out not very much ever, I really like basically all the products. I can't think of one thing that I didn't like except this holographic highlighter is a little much for me, but look at me, I'm still nodding my head. That is it for my video today, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you're not subscribed already, please do so if you'd like to see more of me. I also have all of the products listed below in the description, so if you'd like to check any of these out, you can find them there. If you'd like to see my recent huge makeup haul that I did where I showed off all of these products, I will link that also below. And all of my social media is there as well. I always forget to mention that. So I want to make sure that I do say that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.